We are here in the Morning Joe Green Room with Elissa Montanti. She started the Global Medical Relief Fund. It's a nonprofit organization that helps wounded children, children that have kind of been in the crossfire in wars and in natural disasters, and it is an incredible organization, and she started it all herself. Elissa, it is so nice to have you in the Green Room.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here.
So, from doing some research about you, I found that you started this organization kind of out of some hardship of your own, which kind of led you to give back and do something cathartic to help you recover.
Absolutely.
Tell me about that.
Well, I didn't find the charity for that. The charity found me, and in the process, I learned that while I was reaching out to help and heal, that I found a gift that was healing myself, by helping others. And in my book, that's what the message is about, that really I hope that people walk away with a renewed confidence that each one of us can make a difference, in this complex and sometimes dangerous world. And by doing that, you help yourself. You truly do. And I was going through a really dark time. And I just found that while I was putting these kids back together, they were putting me back together.
Yes. Explain to me what it is that you do. I know that you find these children that are injured or wounded or in desperate need of modern medicine, and you bring them to the United States and you get them help. How do you do that?
Well, actually, they're finding us. It all started with a Bosnian boy, 11-year-old boy, who had lost his 2 arms and leg, and that letter happened to find me. And I recruited airlines and hospitals, prosthetic companies. I brought him. He lived with me in my 1-bedroom townhouse for 4 months with his mom. And at the end of the 4 months is when I founded the charity. So I started helping Bosnian children. I had gone to Bosnia. I went to orphanages and hospitals. And there were so many children, and I learned that, there's no resources at all. And after Bosnia, it was El Salvador earthquake, and then it was Liberia, and then the war broke out in Iraq. And then I started getting, all sorts of requests from the military asking, can you help this child? Can you help that child? And I was working, and still am, out of my walk-in closet. I converted my closet into a little office and put a window in. And that's where, and I still speak to the world. And to fast forward from 15 years ago, we've helped over 160 kids with almost 1,000 follow-up visits from 22 countries. These kids go back as little ambassadors. They truly do. And, they tell their family, their friends, how wonderful the Americans are. And inadvertently, it's healthy foreign relations. It's more than prosthetics, it's more than reconstructive surgery. And, I've gained the Shriners Children's Hospital, they provide everything for free.
Has anyone said no to you when you were first starting out and you were trying to get the money or the tickets or the free medical help? How many people slammed the door in your face?
Wasn't the medical as it was donations. People, and still to today, I've gotten hate mail. 60 Minutes had done a piece, and it was overwhelming, the wonderful response I got from that. But before that, and after, people, why are you helping these children? You should be stripped of your citizenship. Right. Pretty hateful mail. We have children here that need help, but the thing is that the children here get the help, and there's no landmines here. Okay, yeah. and they don't have the resources, and we do, and what we do is for free. The Shriners Children's Hospital help children here for free. Mission Restore is my partner in effort. They do reconstructive surgery. New York Presbyterian. Okay, Dr. Gallen. I have a blind boy here, and she's putting everything into helping him. All these doctors and hospitals, they do help. The struggle is getting people on board.
Do you ever worry about something going wrong in a surgery, or you bring someone over to get help and not working out?
No, because we don't get really medical. It's more of prosthetics and orthopedic surgery if they do need that, and reconstructive surgery from burns. So it's not something that's so internal, so medical. You know.
How high is the demand for this? I mean, I can't imagine how many people that you actually have to turn down. How do you select the ones that you actually
And
use?
everybody asks that question. How do we select? We have a lot of follow-up children, okay, because all the new children become follow-up. But it's easy to select because if a child lost her leg or a boy lost his arm, you're going to choose the child that lost her leg so she could walk, especially if she doesn't have a home that was destroyed in an earthquake or a war. And then, I do have a board, and it has to go through the Shriners Children's Hospital and whatnot. So you try to prioritize that way.
This is an incredible case study on how one woman can affect the way America is perceived on a global scale, and at the same time help children that have had their lives changed forever in a negative way, and give them new hope and restore confidence. And what have you learned? What have you seen? Have you seen these children just completely do a 180 as far as their outlook on life, or the way that they just do their day-to-day
You
routines?
can't imagine. I mean, they come and they won't take, for example, their sweater, their jacket off because they have no arms or a leg, and in a matter of days, you see them transform, and they see, well, gee, it's okay, I can do that. And they're with other children that are like them. And Kenan, the first boy I helped, who's with me still, who's like my adopted son, who now is just amazing. I mean, he went to school, he drives, he has a girlfriend, he has 3 prosthetics, he has 1 limb. Okay, and he has his prosthetics, and he is an example for them, and they see what he's done. So they see, well, I can do that. If he can do it, I can do it. And they're empowered, and when they get their prosthetics, you're giving a child back dignity, their youth, and they'll be productive in society. You're putting back a shattered child back together again. And it's a beautiful thing.
Do you see a way that this can be replicated here at home, globally, where children in general, I mean, domestically, there are kids that, are hungry, that are homeless, that have real issues. Do you see that, being able to get all these companies to donate and kind of band together, you think that can be replicated into, an organization that can really make a huge change?
You know what? Of course it is. Of course it's possible. There is so much need in this world, all over the world, and it just takes people to just really want to do it and rally together, Again, as I said, when I write in my book, there's so much you can do. It's just a matter of not thinking about it, but doing it and putting it into motion.
How do you get the communication to happen between yourself, the children, the hospitals, the airline companies, the donations? How does that all work? You're only one person.
The airlines don't donate anything. That's one of our biggest, expenses.
They don't give free flights.
No. We raise money for the children to come here, the food while they're here, the clothes, the house that we got. Thanks to, after 60 Minutes aired, Tyler Perry saw the piece, Miles Nadell, CEO of MDC Partners. Now we have a house, the children come, and they all live under one roof, and they heal, they bond as a family. I have a boy here now who's blind from Iraq, who lost his arm, and I have Nawan, who is from Tibet. They're best friends. You have kids from all corners of the world that would have never known the culture or anything about that country, and now they're a family. I have 4 families living together: Haiti, Iraq, Tibet, Syria.
And once these children get to come here and have the treatment, do they get to stay, or do they have to
No,
go?
they go back. The boy I have here now that's blind, we are working on getting him, hopefully, there's a chance that he can regain minimal sight, and anything is better. And his doctor, Dr. Gallen at New York Presbyterian, she's helping.
Incredible hospital.
Yeah. But the kids stay, and then they go back, and we follow up until they're 21. And that's what's so unique about the charity, is that they're not just numbers, and then they just don't come once. We treat them until they're 21 years old.
That is unbelievable. Now, I can't think of a better cause to donate to. So how do people donate? How do people get involved? I'm sure you can
Right.
use the help.
Yes, they can go to the website, which is gmrfchildren.org. You can make a donation. They can call us. They could see ways to do fundraisers. There's so many different things people can do that from all over the country. You know, they can go on my site, elissamontanti.com. Proceeds of my book, a portion of the proceeds of my book will go to the charity. Something as little as buying a song that we did for the charity, that's on my website. They can purchase that. Anything, nothing is too little to make a donation.